Namaste, and welcome to 50 Shades of Great. Come to your senses. With me, I'm Kee McGraw. I'm a doctor of health theology, and as such, I am thrilled to present you with these 50 tools with which you can utilize your senses to bring yourself evermore to your own particular greatness. In this way, healthcare professionals might also be able to utilize these tools in working with your clients as well as your students. You are welcome to continuing education hours for your time spent here, and for those healthcare professionals who are interested in receiving a certificate of completion for the efforts that you're about to make, stay tuned for further details online. Fire juice. Our next step along the path of fire and locomotion is to utilize the energy of the second chakra and locomote through the watery element. In doing so, I bring you back to the potential of utilizing your bathtub. But just to begin with, allow yourself in your comfortable seated position to move the body in this watery way that we refer to as the body wave. As you do so, exhale and flex through the trunk, allowing the head to come forward. And then as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, lifting the head and the eye gaze. Exhalation as you contract the abdomen, allowing the head to come forward. And then inhaling as you extend through the spine and lifting the head and the eye gaze upward. And again like this, exhalation as you flex through the trunk, and then inhalation to extend and lengthen and lift. In this way, now simply allow yourself to draw back into your neutral position, and you'll feel the way that the subtle undulation of the spine has brought through the awareness of the fluidity of the body. And with it, you might choose to stay with those kinds of gentle beginning core practices for a length of time that is satisfying to you. To up to 20 minutes of conscious breathing with spinal undulation helps you to awaken the core of the body, and in this way we'll continue to consider other ways that we might awaken the core in this watery experience. Now, another option for you as you come into a bathtub would be to let yourself come into an all-fours position, so that once you're in the tub, in the water, you can move in those similar ways, exhaling and flexing through the trunk. And as you inhale, you can lengthen and lift, extending the spine. These are movements in cat and cow from the side. It looks like this. You can exhale and flex through the trunk, and inhale, and extending the spine, head guides upward. Exhalation, spinal flexion, and inhalation, spinal extension. Now, in this way, you could, again, let yourself practice cat and cow for upwards to 20 minutes, stimulating the sense of the watery element, the fluidity in the spine, and your ability to move. As you're able to find your way into a bathtub, and having just that right amount of temperature, not too hot and not too cold, allow yourself to come into the tub. And in doing so, you'll let yourself feel the similar movements. Undulation through the spine, movements through extension of the spine, which I'm in now, and flexion of the spine. Inhalation and extension, exhalation and flexion. In this way, I'm using my toes on the back edge of my tub to help to propel me into this movement. And over time, I could be working without the toes and still allowing that movement to come from the pelvis, lifting and then dropping, movements through the undulation of the spine, flexion and extension, lifting up in extension and taking your way down into contraction in your flexion. This activity, if done in a long bathtub, starts to simulate what could be considered conscious swimming, utilizing swimming as a way to stimulate the fire element within the body, to allow us to locomote, to move, and to enjoy the sense of movement and the sense of freedom that comes with movement, and doing so in the water, in the way that it can help to enhance the second chakra. And for those of you fortunate enough to have access to a swimming pool, allowing yourself to come into these practices of consciousness, conscious locomotion, as it applies to the water element, are welcome to bring your meditative awareness into the water. And in doing so, allowing yourself to experience the freedom of locomotion in the way that serves you best. You might allow yourself to simply kick and feel the large muscles of the body moving, and in that way stimulating all of the abilities within the body to cleanse and to purify and to make use of these muscles in a way that is bringing you the awareness of the joy of movement. And you might allow yourself to strengthen through the core of the body simply by kicking as you're on your belly and holding on to the edge. You can find your way into those gentle actions of the body wave, simply flexing and extending through the spine. Movement in these ways in the water is completely a pleasure, and as such, if this is stimulating in your awareness the ability for you to make use of your pool, or a friend's pool, or your vacation days in just the right way, then it's worth it, so that we might all grow in consciousness of the sense of locomotion, the fire within, as we allow ourselves to swim. And now allow yourself to rest onto your back, lying down. And you're welcome to stay as long as it's right for you, so that you might integrate the energy that's been freed up from the use of this one particular tool. And once you've concluded, allow yourself to come back up into the vertical position. Pause to notice the changes that have taken place in your body, mind, and spirit. And as you do so, join me as we offer our voices in gratitude to the path. Inhaling. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's be with the peace that's deep within. Joy Bhagwan. And Namaste. And another love poem from God, this one co-authored by St. John of the Cross, entitled, My Soul is a Candle. My soul is a candle that burned away the veil, only the glorious duties of light I now have. The sufferings I knew initiated me into God. I am a holy confessor for men and women. When I see their tears running across their cheeks and falling into His hands, what can I say to their great sorrow that I too have known? The soul is a candle that will burn away the darkness. Only the glorious duties of love we will have. The sufferings I knew initiated me into God. Only His glorious cares I now have.